George, hi. How about a hand? Yeah, I'm preparing an exhibit on local wildlife for the Town Nature Society, and the baby alligator lizard I was studying just disappeared. Thanks. Have fun at the lake? Wow! You saw all those animals? You only heard them? Hey! Animal sounds would be great in the exhibit. You want to help me again? Okay, just point the microphone toward the sound till you hear it nice and loud in the headphones. Then, push this red button to record it. Remember, the closer you are to an animal, the louder it gets. But don't get too close.
George was collecting pictures of all the sounds he had heard outside. Then he heard a new one, inside. George knew how to track a sound. He thought he had it. But all he found was a tiny insect that couldn't possibly make such a big sound.
You know, hundreds of crickets chirping together can make a soothing, peaceful sound. But one little cricket in a quiet house can drive you bananas. Is there one in our house?
Then, a strange new sound. And then George set the cricket free to happily hop back to his cricket home.
Did you free that cricket? Good work! I am sure that's one happy cricket. Okay, that cricket left us some cleanup work, don't you think, George? Whew, all done. Ooh, sleep tight, George. Are you sure you put it outside? You know, George, if we don't catch that cricket, we'll never get any sleep. I've got it!
The man with the yellow hat didn't have the cricket, but he did have a solution. Friday afternoon, a perfect time for a trip. Bottles and newspapers went to the basement, but some things had to be taken to the recycling center.
Hey, looks like you could use a hand. Or maybe another foot. I'm guessing you're going the same way I am. I have to pick up a package for Betsy. The recycling center's right next door. Stick it all in Betsy's wagon. I'll give you a lift. George, are you okay? The wheel! I'll get it! Boy, rolled a long way. I bet you could get it to roll from here to the other end of the park if you wanted. Might even set some sort of wheel rolling record. Say, what do you think? For the record? It's really going. It's gone. Hurry, after it! Oh, where could it be? Oh my gosh, the package place will be closing soon. Come on, we'll find the wheel later. Hey, we're here! With time to spare. Our problems are over. Oh, this is gonna be a problem. Good idea, George. Let's take your stuff to the recycling center. Then we'll have room in the wagon. Hey, what are you doing, George? That won't work. Cuz it's from a baby carriage. It's for babies. I got something better. See? Now this block will hold this corner up. You just pull the wagon, and I'll just push this block of wood along with my foot. You tried one of those, remember? See, there's 3 left. George, that's it! There! Now they're all the same size.
Hey, George, did you help Steve go get my wagon?
Look, I can explain everything. See, I had this crazy idea. I thought if... wait, we didn't go get your wagon. We brought the wagon with us to get your package.
But that's what's in the package. See? Aunt Margaret got me a new wagon since the wheels on my old one kept popping off. Well, what's the matter?
Looks great.
George, I'm so grateful to you for helping Steve. I want you to have my old one.
Too bad we never found the 4th wheel. Those baby carriage wheels won't hold up long.
Ice cream, anybody?
Sure. I wonder what happened to that other wheel. Oh well, some things are just a mystery.
Go! Good morning, George. I'm gonna sleep 5 more minutes, okay? No!
Yes, sorry. This here roller coaster whips and snaps you around hairpin turns at 70 miles per hour. So come on down to Zany Island and ride the Turbo Python 3000. That's Captain's orders. Arr!
Everyone was excited about riding the Turbo Python 3000. Except the man with the yellow hat. He was afraid of roller coasters and remembered the first and last time he rode a roller coaster. It was so long ago, he was just the boy with the yellow hat. And since that day, roller coasters upset him.
Okay, I'm a grown man. I have no reason to fear a roller coaster. No! Enjoy the ride, George. Whew. I am thirsty.
Excuse me. I'm sorry, but you can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You have to be as tall as this sign to ride. And, you're not.
That's it, honey. Go to sleep. Nothing makes you grow like a good sleep. And I want you to grow up to be big and healthy.
All this growing made George tired. If sleep made you grow, he could do 2 things at once. Sleep made George grow a lot, at least in his dream.
I'm sorry. You can't ride the Turbo Python 3000. You're too big.
George didn't grow as big as he had in his dream, but he grew enough to be 5 licorice whips tall.
My hat! I lost my hat!
Seeing Betsy lose her hat reminded the man with the yellow hat of that fateful day.
My hat! I lost my
That's it. I'm not afraid of roller coasters. I'm afraid of losing my yellow hat. Your hat is safe, Betsy!
What's with all these sour faces? I don't like sour faces at me park, you know. Oh, hi there, Captain Zany. You see, this monkey's too short to ride the Turbo Python 3000. Too short? Bah! He's not too short. Monkeys don't grow very big. That's why we have the... You must be this tall if you're a monkey side.
You can ride, George, and I'm coming with you. But first, give me all your licorice. Thanks for helping me with the Nature Week exhibit, George. We'd like to see the tracks of all the animals that live around here. The swim mask? Oh, I'm gonna go jump in the lake to conduct the Nature Week fish survey. Bye.
George wished his photos were more exciting, but there weren't many exciting animals around here.
Hey, George! What you doing? Wow, I see you've got almost every local animal except that fawn I've seen in the hills. A fawn is a baby deer. Bet you don't see too many of them in the city, huh?
A fawn was just the special, unusual animal George was looking for.
Come on, I'll show you where to find it.
George still hadn't seen the fawn or learned what its tracks looked like. These were the biggest tracks George had seen so far. Something extra large must have left them. They looked like big duck tracks. A big duck would make a terrific photo. This was like the long track the garter snake made. A giant duck with a snake's tail would make an even better picture. But a huge snake with duck feet would be the most incredible photo of all. Maybe it swam back home. George remembered he'd seen big tracks like these in a book. There they were, dinosaur tracks. A duck-billed dinosaur. And the tracks were headed towards Bill's house.
Hiya, George. Did you see the fawn? Yeah, I guess those do look like dinosaur tracks. Yep. My new boots were hurting my feet, so I put these on to walk to the lake. I told you I was going swimming, remember? Hey, now I know what it's like to walk in a dinosaur's footsteps.
With no hungry dinosaurs around, George still needed that special photo for Nature Week. It sounded like Jumpy was hungry again. But George had enough pictures of that squirrel. For such big animals, those deer left pretty small tracks.
Hey, deer tracks.
Wow, you used fruits and vegetables to lure the deer to our house so you could take photos?
Look at these wonderful deer. Oh, how did you manage to capture such amazing photos, George?
Oh, you know George, he just used his imagination. Isn't that right?
Most mornings, George went out on the porch to find the paper. This morning, the paper found George.
Sorry.
George wished he could be a paper boy someday. But he didn't even know how to ride a bike. Not yet, anyway.
This? Why, this was my bike when I was a boy. I sure had fun. But it was a long time ago.
George liked knowing the man with the yellow hat was holding him up. By the third day, he rode so fast the man with the yellow hat couldn't keep up.
Very good, George. I think you're ready to ride on the road. Now remember, always watch where you're going, stay on the right side of the road, and signal turns, like this for left and this for right. That's it. Oh, and be a good little monkey cyclist. Bye-bye.
Wow! Great trick! Sorry I came out so fast, but I'm gonna be late for school. Hey, could you finish my paper route?
Trusted with a paper route. It was like George's wish had just been granted.
Every house on the road gets a paper, including the houses across the stream.
Yes, George had become just like a real paperboy. Nothing would stop him from completing his route. The last time they came to the stream, the man with the yellow hat made paper boats. George thought he remembered how. His boat was so good, George decided to make a whole fleet.
Well, hello. You must be a paper boy. That's an important job. Looks like you've delivered them all but one. Another day's hard work almost done, eh?
George couldn't wait for his newspapers to be sun-dried. George had promised Bill he'd deliver all these papers. If it didn't get done, Bill could lose his job. Maybe the man with the yellow hat knew where to get dry papers.
Hey, hold on, George. How about we just buy a few dry papers and deliver them right now?
And so, George was able to finish his route just like a real paperboy.
Maybe I should buy a new bike for myself, too. Sorry.
Ta-da!
George wondered, who were these incredible fruit balancers?
Zucchinis!
Piscati!
Giorgio, these are my friends, the famous zucchinis.
We came by to order food for our rehearsal. Our show is tonight.
But now, all he wanted was to be an amazing balancing zucchini.
want to deliver this to the zucchinis for me? Aha. Maybe you like to see them again because you want to be a zucchini, eh?
Food! Sustenance! That which gives us the strength to perform our amazing feats! I think he wants to join us.
It's not that easy. It takes lots of practice to do things like us. Balance requires total control. I never sneeze unless,
Meow?
a cat!
Leo's allergic to cat hair, and sneezing is very bad for his balance. It would wreck our show!
George was proud to be a starter zucchini. He gave out every flyer. And that night, everyone he knew came to the show. Everyone. Gnocchi just wanted to watch. She found a quiet place where she couldn't possibly bother anyone.
Okay, just relax, Chef. We'll do everything.
This is like a dream come true.
Gnocchi ran to Chef Biscotti whenever she saw him. So why should now be any different?
Is that
Oh, it's Gnocchi. Leo, don't sneeze.
I can't help it.
Gnocchi, go with Giorgio.
This was just like that mop. So George shifted his hands.
Now I know where George was all day, practicing to be in the show.
We made it!
After a sneeze break, the show went on and was a great success. And when it was over,
Because of their great balance, we voted to make George and Chef Biscotti official zucchinis.
Oh!
And you're welcome to practice with us anytime.
So that was all real? Oh, I'm glad I didn't know. I would have worried.
Nothing to worry about. George is a natural.
But maybe he should stick to the high wire.
Welcome to the incredible Edible Arboretum, a cornucopia of exotic comestibles.
Blueberries! Alicia!
Blueberries are my favorite bush-based fruit. Come on, George.
It looks like you all forgot the county sprout rules. Rule number 1. Never eat any plant that you're not 100% certain is safe. And that means...
Consulting the Edible Plants Guidebook?
No, it means getting an okay from an adult.
Right.
Rule number 2. Plants are living things. You can kill or hurt them if you're too rough. So don't pull on them and don't break any branches. Come on. Why is the screen flickering?
Either the Earth is off its axis, or I forgot to charge the batteries.
Okay. George, can you climb that tree and see where we are? And Bill, where are you going?
Don't worry, I've got my handy backup compass. This way, folks!
Bill, a sprout never leaves the trail. That's rule number 3. Bill!
Oh, our excitement's really growing, 'cause we don't know where we're going.
In this direction, green. In this direction, a path. George couldn't believe what he was seeing. Someone was trying to break that branch. Somebody was not being a sprout. Oh no! This man was wrecking a tree.
Whoa! Hey, are you a monkey? Cool. I always wanted a monkey, but my mother said no.
George had to do something, and fast. This tree was in trouble.
Hey, return the headgear, monkey.
George didn't mean for the hat to get wet. Or the man. But George couldn't wait around. He had to check on that tree. George wished he could think of a way to get the branches back on the tree. He needed something sticky. Really sticky. Like mud.
George! Thank goodness I found you. Oh, I'm sorry I left you in that tree. Oh, Dr. Greenbean, nice to see you. Sorry we're late. We've had a rough day.
Tell me about it. First this monkey ran off with my hat, and now my tree lopper has vanished. Hey, what's going on? Who put mud on this?
George? Ah, so Dr. Greenbean was cutting some branches, and you thought he was hurting the tree.
Ah, you should have asked. Oh, wait, you're a monkey. Well, anyway, this is called pruning. You make a careful cut, and it doesn't hurt the tree at all.
Hey, I got it! Mr. Sproutmaster? According to this, you're going the exact wrong... Wait, you're going the right way. Never mind, proceed.
The world was full of surprises. But George never imagined anything like this. This was the museum's first robot exhibit.
So, what do you think, George? So, easy or what?
I want 10.
This one has a delicate enough grip to perform surgery or do this.
Ooh.
Now, over here are examples of what people imagined robots would be. This is where we'll put your rare models. You will have them here before the opening tonight, right?
Oh, sure, I'll bring them back after I take George home. Thanks. Here, you can drive the Mars rover out.
Wow! Hundley sure loves that.
Okay, George, I have to take that with me. Thanks. I'll see you later.
I never knew Hundley liked robots so much.
That's how George got the idea to make a robot for Hundley to play with. It worked. Hundley thought George was a real robot. Being robotic for a whole hour was tiring. George was ready to get out of that thing. But he didn't want to ruin it for Hundley by letting him see the robot wasn't real. Since he couldn't reach the button, George decided to relax and wait till the elevator came.
Oh, hi, Professor.
Hi, I just came to pick up a small red robot.
You mean the one in the lobby?
He said 2 inches tall, but I guess he meant 2 feet.
There was the elevator. Finally, George could go home.
Uh-oh, I left it right here.
Oh, no. Someone must have kicked it. Check the floor.
I don't think you could kick that thing across the room.
Oh, sure you could. It's only 2 inches tall.
You mean 2 feet?
I know the difference between inches and feet, Professor.
There's a runaway robot upstairs. It's small, red, and says XF-17 on the side. You got the controls?
What controls? It has no moving parts. George, Professor Wiseman brought you to the museum because she thought you were my XF-17. Yeah, your outfit's so good you almost ended up on exhibit.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Huh?
We promised an XF-17 model. We never said it wouldn't be monkey-powered.
And that's how George became a museum exhibit for a day.
Oh, that's a ferry boat. It carries people in cars across the river.
George loved cars. But cars and boats together? It was the apple pie and ice cream of transportation.
Ahoy! Today's our annual model boat show. Big prizes for little boats.
George! Over here! What do you think of her, George? Sailors call boats her. I bet a city kid like you never knew that.
Yeah. You made that, Bill?
Yes, sir.
Well, that is pretty impressive, isn't it, George?
Oh, thanks. But it's nothing compared to Mr. Quint's model whaling boat. That's it over there.
Draw the nets, laddies. Aye, aye, Captain.
And over there is Mrs. Rankin's Ark. And look at all those over there. It's some pretty tough competition this year.
Now, don't underestimate yourself, Bill. That is one fine-looking boat. Good luck. Oh, sure, you can stay with Bill. I'll set you up right here. Okay, I'll be over at the bleachers saving up some seats and sizing up Bill's competition.
I'd sure like to win a ribbon, George. To buy this kit, I had to save 9 weeks of money for my paper route. Oh, I almost forgot to do my paper route. Could you do me a big favor and watch my boat while I'm gone?
George couldn't figure out what he'd done to it. It looked perfect. But he knew one thing.
No!
Bill couldn't enter the contest with this boat. George had to build him a new one, and fast. Unfortunately, George had no idea how to do that. Okay, a wide boat with steam coming out and a propeller.
All done. I'm just gonna drop my bike at home. Would you mind watching my boat for a few more minutes?
Phew.
Holy cow. You did me a real favor, George. I forgot to close the windows. Thanks for showing me. I would have really been sunk if it happened in the contest. Model boating requires utmost attention to tiny details. And keeping the water out.
Congratulations, George. I didn't even know you built a boat.
I convinced him to enter it. And did you see this? It says best boat by a monkey. That's funny. They must have run out of regular ribbons. I'll take care of this. I'll ask him to make you one that says best boat by a city kid.